This is Cult Faction Podcast episode 42, the week after the New Year's Day after tomorrow. Uncut.
Superman.
I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Not if I get there first, you're not. Hi and welcome to Cult Faction Podcast episode 42, the week after the New Year's Day after tomorrow. Uncut. Basically, this is a continuation of last week's episode. We're still in the same place. We're still drinking the same drinks. We're still having the same conversation.
We're in last year.
Yeah.
Whoa,
Ooh, tiny whiny.
mice.
Exactly.
We're speaking to you from the past.
So this may also mean that the editing may be...
There's no editing.
Okay, wait! No editing!
It's uncut.
It's uncut. No editing. I can't.
Get you,
asked.
mother...
I don't know what that is. But
Why?
I just stopped on an expletive.
yeah, it cut you off. It was actually really well timed.
Yeah.
It was supposed to build you up. And then the ad came on.
I thought it was like a kind of monologue in Death in Paradise or something that has just kicked in.
Right, go again.
No, this is
What are you
this is
doing?
uncut.
Uncut, isn't
We're
it?
not editing.
What are you doing? Oh. No,
Proper
so,
throwback.
I'm not having you doing this kind of random stuff. Or
We're not 80s DJs.
no.
Not off, mate.
Well, there he is with his T-shirt cannon.
And next up,
Although
it's
quite,
Squeeze.
although they are
latest-
quite expensive, to be fair.
Backman Turner Overdrive.
I mean,
yeah.
I mean,
Let's rock.
When I looked into getting our T-shirts done, they are quite expensive. So let's not diss the old T-shirt cannon and the amount of cost that went into
Where's he
them.
going? What's he doing?
No, he's channeling.
So, for our listeners, as we've already said, this is uncut, so you're getting a glimpse into what we have to put up with.
Although, if you
I normally edit this stuff out where he just goes off on a tangent.
And he's
about
not allowed to.
T-shirts, and I'm not doing it this week.
It's because it's still New Year.
but
still
if
the
you
year.
if you would look like some Cult Faction merch, as all the kids do nowadays, let us know before I order it and buy it. And if there's if there is a wanting for that,
A wanting.
if there is some genuine need for Cult Faction T-shirts or hoodies, maybe this is a thing.
Maybe there is, Paul, but not right now.
No, it's
right-
uncut.
Because
It's
right now we're looking at TV shows and films that are coming in 2022.
You're right, Brett. And buy the merch. Buy the merch and like us.
May the Schwartz
That's
be
what they-
with you.
That's what they do on YouTube. It's like,
Yeah.
you know, click the like button or click the subscribe button. We're not on YouTube, are we?
No. Well, we are, but
Are we?
We are.
Why are we not saying all that? Click the subscribe button. Click.
because we're not whores.
And we're not a live video.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. It's just that's what they will do on the shows that the kids watch. It's like,
Anyway.
and you need to click the like or click the subscribe. But we don't force that down your throats. But if you would like a T-shirt, let us know, and I'll order one.
You still got to pay for it.
Yes, there will be.
So you sound like you're giving T-shirts out for free. We're not giving nothing out for free.
Pull the T-shirt cannon Hawkins.
Oh, to be fair,
It's
you
like
know,
that bloke you used to see outside the Guildhall at gigs.
to be fair, if there,
Get your
T-shirts.
scarf. Get your scarf. Here's a flag.
HookieT-shirts.com.
there are a couple of constant listeners. That almost sounds like a film. The constant listener,
That's
Probably
like
is.
Kane
like the constant gardener.
Constant
There are constant a
listener.
few constant listeners that I am thinking about getting T-shirts for.
Well, you crack on and do that. In the meantime, we'll carry on with this
Yeah.
podcast.
So why are we here?
You go on your Bob Geldof T-shirt.
Through the wall!
Spend your fucking money.
Give me your money.
but
Give
yeah.
me them.
But anyway, as you know, it is still New Year's Eve really for us, and we are still rocking the party. Some more than others.
We're living it. We're living it like that.
and we're still looking at
I just
TV
don't
shows.
know. I just don't know.
We are still looking at the TV shows and films that are upcoming for 2022.
We're
and what
there.
we're looking forward to for many, many reasons.
Yeah.
Maybe they're good, maybe they're bad. Maybe we just really, really will watch them. So, Damien, what you got?
I don't know. I feel like I've given a 2-year-old some Haribo. It's just scares me. I am going to go next with something on my list where the laptop has also again died on me. On my list,
There we go.
Here we go. The Rising.
The Rising.
I missed it.
Film or TV?
It's TV. Everything I'm going to say is TV because I
Cool.
only had one film, and that was lost in last week's episode when Paul stole it. So,
Didn't steal it.
well, you did technically.
I just got there
Okay.
first.
So tell me about The Rising.
The Rising. It's an 8-part supernatural crime thriller. Now, the synopsis reads like this.
Uh-huh.
Neve Kelly is dead. Understandably, she's scared and confused by this new non-existence.
Sounds like a Neil Gaiman novel.
It does sound very much like a Neil Gaiman novel. You're right. But, moreover, when she realises she was murdered, she's furious. Determined to find her killer and get justice, she takes advantage of her new supernatural abilities to go where police can't and investigate her own death. In doing so, bear with me, I've got to scroll down. In doing so, she uncovers deeply buried secrets and is forced to re-examine everything about her life and the people she cared about.
Actually, that sounds like something that's already been
Well,
released.
it doesn't sound like any. I mean, there's loads of novels that do this, and I can't.
No, like a
even bother
TV
to-
series. That
I don't know about TV series, but I know I've read lots of novels where someone suddenly
Yeah.
finds themselves deaf and standing over
The
the
w-
body, and they
the-
need to find
the-
out
the-
why, etc., etc.
something bones. The bones of. Oh,
I don't
I
know.
can't
Lonely
remember.
Bones? Some
No, I was
Lovely
going to say that.
Bones.
But it's
Yeah.
not that. No, the Lovely Bones isn't. No.
Randall Hopkirk?
Yeah, could
No,
be.
why? No, it's not random. Anyway,
Anyway.
anyway.
I'm just giving other examples.
No, you're right.
Of
No,
people
I'm not
being
disagreeing.
yeah,
with that,
no.
But the Lovely Bones.
This is
not.
on Sky, isn't it? I think is this the one that's come to Sky?
Yes. Well, not Sky One now because that's gone, isn't it? But it's whatever the equivalent of Sky One is now. Sky One doesn't exist anymore. It's been broken up into separate
I
entities.
don't even know now. I've just
Yeah, I'm pretty certain Sky One has ceased to exist. You've got Sky Max. You've got
is it just
Sky.
maybe it's Sky. Maybe it's gone back to Sky Channel again, kicking it old school.
No, there's still separate channels, but Sky One is no longer an entity in itself. You've got Sky Max, Sky Pick,
What about
Sky
Sky 2?
Atlantic. No, no Sky 2.
3?
Nope, they've all gone.
Shit.
Do you want me to get you a black armband?
Don't know.
Anyway,
Now I know what Lister felt like.
The dead Dave. The dead Dave.
everybody's dead.
Okay, so why are you excited about this show then? What's
The premise
premise?
has drawn my interest. The synopsis sounds good, but I do fear. Again, I can't see any trailers for this. I couldn't find any, but there is an image. It's a screen image, if you like, and the cast look very young. So I'm concerned that it's going to be like a teen drama, and it's more about that than it is about the supernatural element of it. But we shall see. Either way, it's an interesting premise. Well, it's not new, but it's still an interesting premise. We've seen it in loads of novels and loads of comics and loads of books in the past, but have we seen it on screen in TV shows? I'm not so sure that we have.
Let's wait and see.
Yeah. So I am going to go as I'm the host, Paul. I see you shaking your head there, but
No, I'm
the
just
host for
looking
this
between
episode.
you and Brett. You
Ah.
and Brett. You and Brett.
I'm
Who are you
going to
gonna go
go with Brett because I don't think you're going to mention what I would have next on my list.
Okay, next on my list, is the
Manga episode.
All right, Keith Richards.
Yeah, now we've told him
Right.
it's uncut. That's it. He's off.
Just thinking of something Damon.
Right, I'm
wouldn't
gonna have
have
a bunch of load of stuff together here because
Whoa! What do you mean you're gonna bunch a load of stuff
Well,
together?
let me
If we can
explain
get
and you'll
MCU
find out.
out of the way now.
Well, as long
I'll
as they relate, as long
Yeah.
don't just be. I just
let's-
don't want you stealing some of my stuff.
Okay, I said this is going
I'm
to be uncut.
definitely not
and
touching
Whoa!
any of your stuff
well,
tonight.
let's
Paul.
just take a step back. It's uncut. Doesn't mean we can talk over each other, because that makes a nightmare for people that are listening.
Yes, some
And
is.
the
Same.
editor.
Yes, some is.
And the producer.
It was my
Producer.
producer. Sorry.
Just don't be stealing all the thunder.
I'm just gonna look at.
So when you say,
everything.
when
Well,
you
I
say,
haven't said
like,
anything
if you-
yet because you won't let me.
I know,
Just let
but-
them talk.
I know, but you said a few things. That could be 10.
Yeah, but it could build a
Yeah,
conversation.
shut up, drunk uncle.
I'm just saying,
Yeah,
It-
you're not Funkle anymore.
Yeah.
he needs to
You're
have a
about to
limit.
stab me in the arm with your cigarette now while you're dancing. You've
I will-
progressed.
I don't smoke,
I know, but like.
but I will smoke,
You're in that stage of drunkenness.
and then I
now.
will stab you with that cigarette.
Oh, you're gonna get your
Just
tank
don't,
top all in
just
a
don't
twist.
overinflate your moment. Is what I'm saying.
Well,
Don't
not had a chance to have a moment yet.
just
No.
don't do everything.
Is this what it's like in the Boris Johnson?
Yes.
There are 4 things coming up that I'm really excited about from the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Just go for 4 things.
Yeah, you've got the She-Hulk TV series, the Moon Knight TV series, the Ms. Marvel TV series, and the big one will be the Secret Invasion TV series, which I can't see how they're actually going to do it as a TV series when it should be a film, because it's a massive thing.
All right, break
And-
it down.
And that is, well, She-Hulk.
No. Go from the beginning.
That's what I
That's
started
what
with.
he's doing.
Yeah. Well, no, She-Hulk wasn't the beginning, was it?
That's the first one I said.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, so She-Hulk is the cousin Incredible Hulk who gets her, well, I'm going by the comics, she gets her powers after being in a car accident as a blood transfusion from Bruce Banner. Moon Knight is Oscar Isaac, and
Hold on. Do you not want to talk about She-Hulk first before moving on?
It's his moment.
No, I'm just
Well, you
saying.
can come back to me, I'm just overviewing it.
Let him do what he wants to do.
Yeah, but
You're starting to talk over everyone, Paul,
I'm just saying.
and it's not in a fun way.
Would it make?
You
Would
could
it
be
make not
listening
more?
to the last episode
Would
of the
it
Cult
not make
Faction
more
podcast.
sense just to talk about She-Hulk first?
Let him.
I'm
You are
feeling.
no longer hosting this podcast.
I'm
Paul.
feeling a bit restrictive. Right
You are a
now.
guest on this podcast. You are no longer the host.
Signing out.
Right then. Okay, so She-Hulk, is the Hulk's cousin.
Hey,
and
he's back on She-Hulk.
And she's a lawyer.
She's a lawyer.
Would you like to talk about She-Hulk, Paul? Is that what it is?
No, I'm just interested about She-Hulk because
If you're that interested, shut the fuck up and let him talk.
well, I am. Go on then.
Good. Right, so She-Hulk, Hulk's cousin, I say, got her powers in the comics anyway from blood transfusion. Looks exciting. Mark Ruffalo's at least in the first episode, so I'm guessing that'll be the
That's a
origin
bit
story.
tenuous, isn't it?
But well, it's been around for about 50 years in the comics or something like that now, so probably longer. But it also opens up. She's a lawyer, so you're gonna open up with a certain successful lawyer from the Marvel Cinematic Universe as seen on Netflix appearing in a recent Marvel Cinematic Sony release. It's kind of bringing those characters in and making them canon now, so we may see a few other people pop up from the Netflix world of Marvel, which
Kind of
was
like
thought long
Daredevil.
forgotten.
Like a,
Yeah, I wasn't going to give it away because
why would you not give it away? When
it's still a bit of a spoiler. But okay,
bit not,
yeah, right.
bit not of a spoiler.
Not to be fair, if it's in the comics, it's not.
No, it's in the new film. That's,
It's not really a spoiler though,
that's
because there's
fine.
not many lawyers.
Yeah, I know, but I was to anyone who didn't know who might not realise, but don't matter.
Doesn't matter.
So Charlie
Yeah,
Cox
to
is
be
in
fair.
the Spark.
Yeah, and we
Cox
like
is in the
Charlie
Spider-Man
Cox
film.
because he's been Stardust.
Yeah, and then there's Moon Knight with Oscar Isaacs.
Or did you just diss the whole Stardust thing? Stardust is a great
Never
film.
seen it.
You never saw
I
Stardust?
didn't like it.
Well, you never saw it, you just said.
I remember a bit of Ricky Gervais in it and I didn't like it.
Well, he's only in it for 5 minutes.
Is that the Jane Goldman?
Huh?
I think
know.
it was. Because it had loads of people in it, but they thought it was going to be a big hit, didn't they? And then
It was a
wasn't.
really good film.
I'm trying to remember it. I don't know if I've seen it or not.
It's a really good film. Go and watch Stardust.
But-
Ricky Gervais is only in...
Yeah, but that's not coming out in 2022. That came out in like 1992.
No, before, after.
Okay. But anyway, yeah, Moon Knight is going to be another good series. Bit darker. Be interested to see where they go to this one because it's Oscar Isaacs and I think Ethan Hawke's in this one as well.
Yeah.
And he is a Well, the main character has dissociative identity disorder. So how that plays out through the sort of superhero telling is quite a violent and bit dark of a comic. So be interesting how to do that one, especially on Disney Plus. Miss Marvel, I think, is going to be the fun one that the kids are going to get into, and Marvel's first Muslim superhero as well, who's a big fan of Captain Marvel. Hence, that's why it's Miss Marvel. And I think we may see Carol Danvers do an appearance in the show as well. And the Secret Invasion, I think, is going to be the
That's
big one.
Supergirl's mum.
No, that's Helen Slater.
Isn't Danvers?
Oh yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, she's Cara Danvers, isn't she?
Okay.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
It's all right.
You're right. No, you're
Danvers.
similar surname. Yeah.
Okay.
And Secret Invasion, which is going to be the interesting one, because that's where the Skrulls have infiltrated the Marvel Universe as shape changes, and some of the people that we think we know have actually been Skrulls the whole time. So I'm imagining there's been lots of Easter eggs that we've missed in previous films and TV shows where certain characters maybe didn't do something quite right, and we've missed that clue that they may be a Skrull and is infiltration. So it could be quite a good one.
I'm probably going to regret asking this, but I'm going to do it anyway.
Shape
What's a
changing
Skrull?
aliens that are green. They're
okay.
in the Captain Marvel film that you obviously watched.
Did I?
Did you?
just-
No, that's what I'm saying. That you obviously watched. That might have been sarcasm, but in that there's
and,
a really
and Spider-Man.
and the end of Spider-Man Far From Home. But there's a really clever bit in that which I was so annoyed that I missed, where Captain Marvel, Carol Danvers, is talking to Nick Fury, Samuel Jackson, and she asks him about things he hates. And I can't remember what around, but I think he said he hates toast, or he only eats toast if it's cut in triangles, or he hates it if it's cut in triangles. And then in Spider-Man, when you watch it back, there's a scene with him where he's eating toast the way he says he doesn't like it, just in the background. And then it's revealed later on that he's a Skrull. So you're just like, it was right there. They dropped that hint in a throwaway line 3 or 4 movies before, but I think there's going to be a few things like that we've, oh my god, that person was a Skrull all along, or that's why they acted in that way. But again, this should be a big crossover, sort of almost Infinity sort of movie, but they're making it into a TV series, so don't know, be weird, but we shall see what they do with it. I just hope they don't scale it down though, because this was a big deal.
Or maybe they can
initially.
tell a better story over longer.
That's what I'm hoping.
So
That's what I'm hoping.
If you think an episode might be 50 minutes or so, so they can tell a better story over 6 episodes of 50 minutes than they can with, I don't know, one film that's
one
just under
1.5
2
hours or something. Yeah. Oh no, I'm totally up for that, but I'm just hopefully everyone's in it as well. 'Cause that's the other thing. But then they probably filmed half of it already when they were making the other films.
Yeah.
So again, it's all out there. So again, exciting times for the Marvel Studios or Marvel Cinematic Universe or whatever you want to call it these days.
It's a matter of opinion, but
Well, maybe if you tried it. But yeah, a lot to come from 2022 from the land of Marvel. So again, looking forward to those.
cool. Thanks for that. So, do you want some time to shine, Paul? What are you looking forward to?
Well, I
What?
Whoa, 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 whoa.
I wanted to throw this out there because this is a big franchise, and it's one of those ones where I don't think it's necessarily going to meet the mustard or cut the mustard. Is it?
Meet the mustard.
Cut? Is it cut the mustard?
Let's cut the mustard.
I like
but
mustard
meet
on
the
my
mustard.
meat.
Meet the mustard.
All right.
Hashtag meet the mustard.
So one of the big ones out for next year, which again coming back to Brett's point, where is it gonna
Meet the mustard.
meet the is it gonna meet the mustard? This the we lost Damien. He's gone. He has gone. This is the Batman. He's physically gone. But this is Robert Pattinson, stop laughing. You stop. Motley.
I don't think this is going to be totally uncut.
So this is the Robert Pattinson, Peter Skarsgård, Colin Farrell film, and
Zoe Kravitz as well, isn't it? She's
yeah. And this I hate to say it because I do love Batman as a character, but when we're thinking of the Batman franchise, when you think of them, where does this sit? This isn't going to be the George. What is this going to be? The George Clooney or the Val Kilmer of Batman? And even from the trailer, I'm not sold on this. I really am wary of this killing. Is this going to kill off the franchise for another 5 years?
No, I think it's going to be good.
Really?
But I think it's just going to be another Batman film. I don't think it's going to be that wow cinematic moment of excitement. I think it's just going to be, oh, that was a good Batman film. When's the next one out? Because it's
last
just
few,
becoming like that.
Yeah, the last few films were cool. They managed to set themselves in a different ilk, as it were, and they managed to produce some really good films, and now they've got a new timeline. When let's face it, in the last Batman film, everything was almost kind of wrapped up, and now they're introducing a new film, new script. Fine, Robert Pattinson, which I really don't see as Batman.
Is he the Twilight guy?
Yeah.
Oh,
yep.
Fucking hell.
No, tell him he was also the Lighthouse guy as well, and he wasn't too bad that with what's his face, the Green Goblin.
But from the from the trailer, I'm not buying it already.
Willem Dafoe.
Willem
Dafoe. Even.
Willem. But I'm not buying it from the trailer already. And this is one of those ones where you have the Batman, that film, that's, I think, maybe going to be slated. With everything else going on with Batman, everything, all the other multiverses. And you just think maybe 2022 is a bad year for Batman. I'm if I were Batman in 2022, I'd be getting my head down and just maybe coming out.
I mean, considering the rumours around where COVID came from, if I was Batman, I'd be keeping my head down. Damn straight.
Yeah, but we all know that was because it was Stan's dad.
The thing is, so as far as Batman's concerned, there's been God knows how many films of the origin story.
Now this joins him in his second year or something. They've made it clear it's not.
Well, that's what I was going to say, but they're pointless. This is what I hate. This is why I don't like superhero films anyway, because there's no jeopardy. He's the superhero. He's not going to die. Nothing's going to go wrong. He's going to win at the end. So what's the point? Basically, it's like Bond. What gadgets can he get? What new toys can he have?
Whoa, hold on a minute. Hold on. That's not Bond at the moment. And it hasn't been Bond for the last few years. So
that's why no one liked it.
Yeah.
No, but there's two things with Bond, because in some ways you're both right and I'm right, and what are you doing, Summers?
Listening. Checking something on my phone.
Yeah. Alright, you just had your phone in a really weird position.
Sorry, I was looking at my phone.
It made you look like you were doing something different.
I didn't realise I was at school.
Yeah. Oh, I've lost my thought now.
Oh, that's a shame. So, Batman then.
Yeah, I think it'll be a good film, but I think it will be just like sit down and it'll be like, oh, that's a good film. When's the next one out?
Do you buy him as Batman?
I haven't seen him as Batman yet.
You've seen the trailers,
but but don't forget, he's playing a younger Batman.
You've
yeah,
seen the trailers.
I've seen, but it's how the story plays out.
Oh, hold on.
He's Batman in year
Hold
2
on.
sort of thing.
Are you going to say again? You've seen the trailers.
My
Just checking.
question to you.
Yep,
You've seen the
Have
trailers.
you seen the trailers?
I have. We watched it
Do you?
together.
Yeah, I know. Do you buy him as Batman?
Well, I think Batman in year 2, I think I could buy him as Batman, yes, because it's Batman as he's starting to be Batman, so he would be younger and not as grizzled and, mashed up as he gets.
No.
He's not Batman. It's not Batman.
Well, we'll see. But I think it'll be a good film, but I don't think it'll be one that it will come and go, and then there'll be the next one.
I think it will.
I don't think it'll be a...
The worry I have is that it will kill off Batman.
No, it won't. There's enough.
For a while.
Well, it can't get any worse than if it's in black and white and chrome, could it?
Yeah, it's gonna. Yeah.
No, but let's face it. The last few Batman films have been really good. Critically acclaimed, box office acclaimed.
So, can you refresh my memory? What are the last 2 Batman films?
Have you not watched?
No, I'm asking you to refresh my memory. I'm not saying I haven't watched them, but I just need to tell me what
Batman
they are.
versus Superman.
Well, no. Sorry, I wasn't.
This is why I'm asking.
Do you mean the Christopher Nolan Batman trilogy?
Yeah, sorry,
Yeah.
I wasn't thinking the.
This is why I asked the question.
Yeah, but
Are we talking
I would say
Batman versus Superman, which I've not seen because it's nonsense, or is it the Christopher Nolan stuff, which are actually quite good?
I think they get worse as they go along. Well, I'm not saying they get like really bad and rubbish, but I think they decline
Again,
as they go along.
I go back to my statement that I always say: the origin story is always better than anything that comes after that. So, the Christopher Nolan 3 films, origin better.
The further it went along, the further he drifted away from it all, and just made gritty Batman films.
So when you say, Paul, the last 2, 3, whatever you said, Batman films, you're talking about the Nolan
I wasn't
films,
referring to the
not Batman versus Superman with all the black and white nonsense and all that crap that
I wasn't
nonsense.
referring to
Martha.
Yeah.
Ben Affleck films. No.
So what we're saying is this new Batman film is going to be set technically prior to the Nolan films.
Well, no, it's a different multiverse Batman type shit.
That's what I'm
Just
saying.
screw you guys, I'm going home.
I agree with you. I don't know why they couldn't have just said, yeah, this is the guy, but before we see him, I know, because we saw the origin story, didn't we? But it's the same as the Joker one. That Joker's got nothing to do with that Batman. If they just had him turn up at the end, or Joaquin Phoenix turn up at the end, or whatever. It's all
Did you say Joaquin?
Joaquin.
It doesn't matter, let's just move on.
He had a different name when he was in Space Camp anyway, didn't he? He was something else Phoenix when he was in Space Camp.
Yeah.
He had a totally different name now.
All I'm saying is that I really enjoyed the
But that's what annoys me with the
Christian Bale films.
DC Warner Brother films, is that they just chuck them out there, but there's no like the Joker one. There may be a sequel in development now because it makes some money. We'll do another one, but there was no planned. That's why Marvel, at least for its oversaturation a little bit. But there's a plan. It links together. It moves forward. Whatever. Whereas DC, none of it. They're just chucking everything out. I mean, because you've got all the TV stuff counts, because the Flash and the TV shows met the Flash and the movies. They exist, but they're in different Earths and all that shit. They're just throwing stuff out there, seeing what sticks, and then making another one. They don't care, and it shows in some of their films, and that's why they're not where Marvel is.
Yeah.
I just don't think the new Batman films are going to compete with the Christian Bale films. Happy to be proven wrong.
No, I don't think they'll compete either, but I think it'll be right in its own way. Just not, you watched it, you enjoyed it, cool. What's next? That's what I think.
I mean, to be fair, as long as he's not lusting after a 12-year-old and glowing in the daylight or whatever it does in Twilight.
It sparkles.
Yeah. Okay, we're done with Batman.
Apparently so.
Cool. I'm going to go on to one of mine.
Do it. And it's a TV show, isn't it?
It's a
Just
TV
reminding
show.
our listeners.
Everything I mentioned is TV show.
Yeah, so I'll just remind them because there's been some longer bits in between.
This is true.
If you're just
There's
tuning
been
in
a whole
now.
week's gap. So, the Midwich Cuckoos.
So what?
Oh, I forgot about that.
They're, well, I
The
say
mid-
they're
The Midwich
Cuckoos.
Okay.
being, well, let's say being remade. It's probably finished and done and dusted by now. Just waiting for release. It's a modern day It's a modern day reimagining of the original science fiction classic starring Keeley Hawes and Max Beasley.
Village of the Damned, you may know it as.
Exactly. So synopsis is this. Midwich is a quiet commuter town where nothing much happens. That is until twilight hours of late summer's day when everyone within a set area of the town falls unconscious. The curious incident seems temporarily and affect those... That doesn't make sense. That's a really bad copy they've sent us. I'll try that again with actual English. Until the twilight hours of late summer's day when everyone within a set area of the town falls unconscious. The curious incident seems to be temporary and those affected regain consciousness, but every woman and child of childbearing age inside the zone has suddenly unexpectedly fallen pregnant.
Oh yeah, when that happens.
Yeah, it's a real bummer. But anyone that remembers the original, it was good.
There was a great one in the 80s and it had
Yeah,
Superman and
That's
Luke
what I'm thinking.
Skywalker
I'm not
in it.
thinking of.
Yeah,
There was something not so long ago actually. I'm sure there was.
it probably has been.
Yeah.
You can't leave a good classic alone. John Wyndham?
Yeah,
Yeah, John Wyndham, wasn't it? Yeah. I think I've got the book somewhere.
Yeah, there's been a couple of radio plays, may still be available on BBC Sounds if you're lucky. These they come and go. It's a bit like we talked about the other week, Children of the Stones. That's gone again. It's not on BBC Sounds anymore.
Oh, I was trying to find that actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be why.
But they come and go. They're there and then they're available for a month and then they disappear again. So you might get lucky and get the radio play, which is really, really good. But that was from I think 1979 or 1978, something like that. So if you can get around the plummy received English accents and just remember when it was recorded.
Oh, that's cool. No,
But
who
still.
who have we got in this version?
So in this one is Keeley Hawes and Max Beasley.
You can't go wrong with Keeley Hawes.
You can't go wrong with Keeley Hawes. There's no exact date again with this one. It's a Sky and Now TV, so I would imagine it'd be on Sky Max, which is pretty much replaced Sky One.
If that was Sky, then I would say if that's on their schedule, that will probably be. I'm trying to think when they drop the miniseries. It's normally about Eastery, March,
Yeah,
April
it's got that
time.
kind of feel to it.
They
you're
kind
right,
of normally
yeah.
drop a big miniseries about then.
It could be. Yeah, it doesn't say how many episodes it is, whether it's long-winded, like not Witches of Eastwick, whatever it is, Discovery of Witches. That's like 8 or 9 episodes. But this, I mean, from memory, I don't think it's that long a story that they could kind of eke out for 8 or 9 episodes. So there we go.
Excellent. No, but add that to my list. I forgot all about that. I remember we discussed it ages ago that it was being put into, or someone was writing it or developing it, but I totally forgot it was coming out. Excellent.
Yeah, I don't bring nonsense to this.
I never said you did.
I sometimes do.
No, I don't.
Who's next?
Who's next? Next up, well, we're just going to keep going round the table. So
Cool.
it's Brett. You're
Okay.
next.
This one may shock you that I'm looking forward to this, but in April
My Little Pony.
2022, you're not far off. Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is coming.
Oh, that was going to be one of mine.
Oh, it's only that's right then. The first one, as I say, if you regular listeners, I watched it quite recently. Kind of went in with no expectations and came out hugely impressed. And it even had an after credits or mid credits bit, which brought Tails into it. And apparently Tails and Knuckles are in the
Yep.
sequel. And they're all after the Master Emerald that controls the power of the Chaos Emeralds. But the first one was really, really good. I really enjoyed it. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a kid's film. You're not going to get any deep plot twists and revelations that are going to blow your
No,
mind
but
or change the fate of how you see the film.
They did
But
it well
it's good,
in
yeah.
the old.
It's
you
a
know,
great
keeping it
film,
real.
and it was. I'm trying to think of the dude in it, James Marsden, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, really good film.
he's in the second one as well.
Excellent. So that comes out in April.
Is it?
Cool.
Is it Idris Elba in the second one?
I have no idea. I just know I was just excited there was a second one, and I was actually, when someone said there's a number 2, I was like, cool.
Yeah,
And
so
I was actually kind of genuinely excited.
I might be making it up, but I think Idris Elba's in the second one as a voice.
I imagine he might be
Part as
Knuckles or something like that. Yeah.
So yeah, and it's one of those things as well as the amount of kids films out there at the moment. They kind of like Sonic from my personal experience.
Yeah, no, the Sonic film went down massively at our school when we went on the trip to see
Yeah.
it.
So he is looking for Sonic 2.
Yeah, Sonic 2, April it says on here. So,
Cool. That it?
also in April, if I get another one in quick,
Go on then. I'll let you.
Fantastic Beasts: The Secrets of Dumbledore, the third of apparently 5 Fantastic Beasts films. That
Boring.
they haven't
This
quite
really
recaptured the glory of Harry
This
Potter.
really pains me to say this.
But
Yeah.
and Mads Mikkelsen has now replaced Johnny Depp as the Dark Wizard, Gerald Grindelwald.
He replaced.
And now Albus Dumbledore is on the case. Obviously, a younger Dumbledore
Yeah.
than we see in Harry Potter. If you haven't seen it, but that's out in April as well. But I like them, but they haven't touched whatever
It's really
the
weird,
original
isn't it?
Potter got
It-
to.
it-
But
They just haven't cut the mustard, as the saying goes.
he's
They've
just
not
making
met the
sure.
mustard.
Cut the mustard.
No, that's the right saying, Paul.
Yeah.
But it'll make millions anyway. So
But-
whatever I think of it, they've all
Yeah.
made big bank.
But you're right.
I'm not going to go where I was going to go with the whole
The first one was
J.K.
good.
Rowling stuff.
The first of the new ones was good. The second one was a bit meh. A bit,
I haven't seen any of them. I've not seen a Harry Potter film, so
what?
I'll say it again. I've not seen a Harry Potter film. It doesn't interest me whatsoever.
Any
Well,
of
if we
them.
put the
No.
subtitles on, will it be arty enough for you then?
No, it's not stobbery.
No.
I just don't. I've got no interest in
Okay, cool.
You like
specky
wizards
little
and stuff.
twat who goes to school. I don't
You
care.
like wands?
I love wands. I live for wands. But no, it just doesn't interest me.
Okay, cool.
Cool. And I think that was it for up to April. Let me just check my notes. There's another film.
Go month by month now.
Oh no,
Hang on,
I'm
what
just
are
going.
you-
I've
you're
actually
still
got a lot.
talking.
But there's one called The Northman, and it's a
Yeah.
bit supernatural and stuff. And it's got Ethan Hawke in it. He's on fire. He's got a new agent, and Willem Dafoe, and Bjork,
Bjork.
and some other people. Oh,
She's
Nicole Kidman.
she's come out and back into acting, is she?
But it's Roger Eggers, and it's supernatural times in Puritan England, and don't know that much about it, but it looks like it might be really good. But old school, I think it's an old
Bring an
school.
endorsement there.
The Northman.
Well done, Brat.
Well, no, it's just the
Really
big cast.
looking forward to that because it's got Bjork in it.
Big cast, old school Puritan England, and witches. You know what I mean? It writes
Fair dues,
itself,
yeah.
really.
Okay, Paul.
Right. I'm not endorsing this, but this needs to be talked about. Avatar 2.
No, it doesn't need to be talked about.
It does need
No,
to
it
be
doesn't.
It does need to be
Waffly
talked about.
bollocks shite. It doesn't need to be talked
It,
about.
do, it doesn't-
Dances with Smurfs.
It's just nonsense. Just move on.
No, it needs to be talked about.
I'll edit it out.
So James Cameron has managed to cobble together God knows how many millions of dollars to produce Avatar 2, 3, maybe 4,
5, 6, 6, 7, 8,
Yeah.
9, 10, 11, 12.
4, 5, 7, 8.
Do you know, that's genuinely I didn't know that was a real song. It's not a Sesame Street song.
Well, it was done for Sesame Street, but it was sung by
It's a real charting.
was it the girl from Rolls Royce or something? Oh, I can't remember who it was now.
I don't know, but it actually charted
Because it was a real famous person.
Is from a
big song,
a whole song.
Oh, cool. I knew it was because it's somebody from, I want to say Rolls Royce or somebody. I can't remember. Answers on a postcard, people.
Yeah, let us know because we can't bother to Google.
Right.
Not at all.
So next
we're going
year,
back to Avatar, by the way.
Avatar 2 is coming out, and this is a big
Load
film.
of bollocks.
It's a big film.
Load of bollocks.
You say it's a load of bollocks.
Yes.
It might be,
Yes.
but it's a big blockbuster film. Lots of money being injected into
A big
this.
blockbuster film for
I'm not
people who care about the amount of money that's spent on a film.
By the way, I'm not disagreeing with anything you're saying.
Sounds like it.
No, not at all. But it's worthy of note because James Cameron had a film so many years ago. So many years ago.
That's what it actually does sound like.
Yeah. So many years ago.
The
And
Pointer Sisters.
And he's waited until now to do a sequel for a film that was like big so many years ago.
It was so many years ago, wasn't it? It was stupid.
And at the time,
How many years ago?
So many.
So many years ago.
But at the time, it was cool because you had the
No, it wasn't cool. It was shit then.
No.
No,
Hold on.
I don't think it made the mustard back then.
It did not meet the
Let
mustard.
me finish. It was so cool at the time because it was one of the first 3D glasses films.
No, it wasn't. They were doing
Yes.
3D films back in the 50s.
No, the proper 3D glasses.
No,
it was.
No.
It was.
No.
It was.
No.
It was.
No.
It was.
Dances with Smurfs.
Fuck off.
Crap.
Okay, so
Arse gravy.
he's trying to bring this back now,
Look at
And-
my legs, but now I'm a Smurf.
and he's like producing another
What was the element? The thing they were mining?
Smurfberry juice.
Something like that, wasn't it? Some
Gummy
nonsense.
berry juice.
No, it's not gummy. It's not gummy.
Something about that tree that everyone liked and then they killed it.
Just crap.
Feed the tree, baby.
Anyway, so
Look at the case plowing on.
he's trying to bring this back
Yes.
I wish
But-
I'd never said it was uncut.
with potentially another 3 films.
It's going to need to be cut.
Yeah.
Slightly
No,
cut.
hold on.
Edited.
I'm just saying. This is a big ass.
We know what you're saying.
and everyone's
He's
looking.
making a film, a sequel to a film that he made probably 12, 13, 14, 15 years ago. No one liked it back then. He's ploughing on
I
because he's
didn't,
got
I
the money
didn't
to.
mind
This
the
is the
first
Yeah,
Cult
but
one.
then
Faction Podcast,
you're a
episode
cop.
42.
So-
Father Ted.
I just think this is a one to watch.
No, it's not.
No, hold on.
Hold on.
Wait,
Tell him, Ted. Tell him.
wait for me to finish. It's a one to watch.
Oh, we got to wait for you to finish.
I'm just saying,
It's
it's one to watch because if the first one flops, how does that relate to the next couple that he's planning?
Well, he's already filmed them. They've gone all back
Yeah.
to back.
Exactly.
So the first one flops.
Straight to DVD.
He's already said he's worried that people might not watch them, which is a little bit of attention seeking. But
Yeah.
it's not like James Cameron to do that.
Anyway, I just wanted to mention that because that's coming.
Yeah.
Oh, another one actually based off of that. It's not on my list, but I know it comes out next year. On a similar vein, they're making a Last Airbender TV series, and I know that it's huge manga, anime, and all that stuff. And I know they made a film of it before that actually included the phrase "I didn't know you were a bender," genuinely, and but got slated because apparently it just didn't follow anything to do with why people liked it or whatever. I don't know, but you tell us. I never watched it, but apparently the series is coming and people are excited about it. Kids at school are excited that it's going to get the show it deserves and all that. But again, has it been done? It's a bit like Avatar, will people care?
Is it live action?
I
No.
believe so.
Because that's a bit different. Because
So is the one that's already been out? Is that an anime?
Yeah, I think that
that's
gone.
Pokemon thing.
That never happened anymore. No one.
All right.
The-
I think all the fans
Because all I've
that
ever
never
seen
happened.
is well, whatever you want to
There's
call it.
been lots of that kind of ilk and lots of Pokemon stuff that's all been kind of like cartoon, but for live action, that's quite different.
So the film was like, because the film starred Slumdog Millionaire dude Devon. I've forgotten his name now. The guy that was in
When you say
Slumdog
Devil, all I
Millionaire.
can think of is Knight Rider. So
Devon Miles. No, it's not Devon Miles. The dude from Slumdog Millionaire, he was in the film.
sorry, Paul slammed his hand in the door then as he left the building. So that looked painful.
That's right, he can't feel anything. I want to put that on his notes now, so he just says it when he comes back and doesn't realise I've added it on there. But so I mean that hopefully it's a good one, because I think their fans deserve it, but I don't know enough about it to judge it or really care.
No, I didn't know there was a live action one because all I know about
I'm
is
sure it's live action. Let me just double check. It's definitely a TV series.
Yeah, I thought it was basically another cartoon.
Yeah, it's live action adaptation of the 2008 animated series. So it's basically remaking this, basing it on the series. So hopefully it'll follow all the plot points and tell the story properly, because I know the film had a lot of money spent on it, and it had a lot of cast on it, and I think it was a massive bomb. And the reason it reminded me is because it's called Avatar: The Last Airbender, but they're to drop the Avatar bit because James Cameron, even though they were out first. But anyway, what you got, Dame?
So I've got The Baby.
The
Baby. The Babe.
That's the baby.
It's a darkly comic horror series which sounds like the stuff of nightmares.
It does sound like the stuff of
It
nightmares.
does.
The baby.
The synopsis reads: when a 38-year-old Natasha, played by Michelle Deswat, or maybe Swate, unexpectedly landed with a baby, her life of doing what she wants when she wants dramatically implodes. Controlling, manipulative, and with violent powers, the baby twists Natasha's life into a horror show. She doesn't want the baby, but the baby wants her. Dun dun dun.
That definitely sounds a bit different and a
Yeah.
bit darker for your normal TV fare.
Yeah, it's coming to Netflix, I think. I haven't got it written down here, but I'm pretty certain it's. By this point, I'd move on to my Netflix research. So I have no idea when it comes out, but it's comic. It's darkly comic.
Always good.
Always good. Let's give it a go. No trailer. Haven't seen one anyway. We shall see.
Okay, Paul.
Okay, so I'm going to mention something that's going to be unpopular.
Oh, here we go.
Last of the Summer Wine, the movie.
Summer Wine, the movie. No, people like the Dad's Army, the making of type thing.
Halo.
Oh,
The
piss.
Halo TV series.
Yeah.
I've got that.
So this isn't going to be everyone's cup of tea. So
Mine
you
included.
you fume over there, big old dragon puffing away, but I kind of think actually if they do this well, it's going to be really good, and it's a little bit different. And we've got a lot of Star Wars stuff coming out, and I don't want to be that guy that just like labels people, but we got a lot of masks coming out. Okay, I hate to be that guy that says it. I'm not racist, but we do have masks. So we've got Mandalorian, we've got Boba Fett, we got Halo, but if Halo,
No Matt Tracker though, is there?
not at the moment.
No.
Gee, don't get me started. Don't get me started. That needs to be out. But if they do Halo well, this could be a really good franchise that gets it going. So I am going to be watching this, because this could spawn, pun intended, some good things to come. So yeah.
So this is going to be one of those questions that I know I'm going to regret.
Oh,
But
jeez.
I never had an Xbox, so I never played Halo. I've watched a few people playing Halo.
Space Call of Duty.
Yeah, it's exactly what I was going to ask. Is it basically just a shoot 'em up in space? So what is the expansion? What is the premise of
You
what
play
this could be?
the main character is called the Master Chef.
I remember that podcast. I
What
remember
with
that
Greg
episode.
Wallace watching him?
Yeah.
But
That's
was
that's not how
basically-
you kill people. You need to get them with. Have you got a fish in there? Is it? Oh, it's lovely. It's a lovely buttery base. It's a lovely buttery base on that pastry. No, it's not. It's Master
What the
Chief.
fuck was that?
He said Greg Wallace, didn't he?
No, I didn't. I said Master Chef.
Yeah, Master Chef with Greg Wallace.
I didn't mention Greg Wallace.
Anyway,
Greg Wallace is in Master Chef. Yeah, so this is Master Chief, who's like a kick-ass.
Soldier.
Yeah, but he's like got this like great exosuit on him and stuff like that. And yes, they're aliens, but let's be fair. There's at the moment there is this thing lacking that could be filled with Halo.
what's lacking?
Halo.
No, seriously,
There's a lack of Halo.
because I remember the episode where we saw the
Trailer.
best. No, because it wasn't even a trailer, was it? Let's say teaser,
The teaser.
which was
yeah.
basically a shot.
This guy getting suited up.
Yeah, that's all that was.
Yeah, but
So-
there's nothing. What else is there at the moment?
That's what I'm asking you. You
No,
twat.
no, I'm asking you. What else is there at the moment that isn't fantasy? This is my point. There's a lot of fantasy stuff coming out, which is
Yeah.
like old school type stuff. What science fiction's new stuff to come? We're 2022 now, people. What is there now? Halo is a space.
Yes, but
space
what is
genre.
it? That's my point. What
He doesn't know anything about Halo. You need to explain the
Oh,
storyline.
okay. Oh, apologies. I thought you were going. Why Halo is about all of this? All right. So Master Chief is like basically in the future.
Yeah.
He's fighting for the Earth Confederate or whatever it is to over these alien hordes, and he's like a kick-ass fighting machine. He's like a power-up Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Do you remember Space Above and Beyond?
Yes.
Like that, without all the detail.
Yeah.
That's what he is.
Yeah, it's not-
but
it's
but
not-
a lot cooler.
Floating my boat.
I mean, it's got potential. It's got a fan base. You know, let's see if they like the series, I guess, because you know it's got a clear audience, and Halo's a popular franchise. So I would say they'd be the best ones to judge it.
It's definitely one to watch the first episode to see what it's like.
Oh yeah, I probably will. That's it. What's it on? Is it?
Yeah.
It's not Apple, is it?
No idea. Can't remember what we said it was
I
on.
think
now.
it is Apple. I think I remember when we looked at the
Apple's
trailer. or whatever it
Apple's
was.
turned out on Sky now. You know, that was one of the apps you can do it on. So
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, I'm not.
Okay, so that's Halo. Brett, back to you.
Okay, I've got some TV series, but I've got some films as well.
Fucking man.
I'm aware I've got quite a few on the list, so I'll try and bang for a couple at a time. What would you like? Would you want some films or some TV?
Go for some TV.
Okay, for some TV, there is the TV adaptation. I'm not sure if it's a sequel or just like a retelling, whatever, coming 22 of Willow.
Yeah.
I don't think Val Kilmer's turning up though,
No.
No.
but Warwick Davis is, and I'm sure he's
definitely
mentioned
there.
it. Other people in it include
It's a lot of newbie actors.
Alexis Rodney, who I don't know what he's been in, but I recognise his picture on IMDb, and some other people that kind of look keen and good, but don't quite
So
recognise.
actors then.
Yeah, but they all look good. Will it? You know, we're talking about time between things. You know, what was Willow? What, 88?
If not earlier, but yeah.
So
Mid-80s.
yeah.
I know. I'm trying to remember. It was fantasy. It was Val Kilmer,
Joanne Whalley.
Joanne Whalley.
The
who
lovely
then became
Joanne
his
Whalley.
He married her through that, didn't he?
Yeah.
And then Warwick Davis, and I can't remember who else. I was trying. You know what? I think this may be one of those films I think I've seen and I haven't.
Do you not
I
remember
remember
Willow?
there's a baby. Warwick Davis was holding a baby, or was he?
Yeah,
a baby?
yeah.
Yeah,
for-
Val
for-
Kilmer's
for-
in a cage.
so-
I think it's one of those things that I think I know I have seen Willow, but I also sometimes get scenes from Willow confused with scenes from Lady Hawk.
Yeah.
Seriously? Have you... have you guys not seen Willow?
Yes, I've just told you I've seen
Yeah, but
Willow.
you-
I'm
kinda
saying,
confused.
I probably have seen it. Well, maybe I haven't seen it. I thought I'd seen Home Alone until my world was shattered recently when I realised I hadn't.
Yeah, so it's got Warwick Davis as...
Yeah, we've established
Yeah, we've
that. Warwick
got
Davis is in it.
Willow off good.
I think what we're getting at is it's probably been so long since we've seen it that we don't necessarily
Yeah,
remember
so
it that well.
and it's got, you know... Wow, I'm just a bit shocked
Why? Why are you shocked?
that you can't remember Willow.
We're not saying we don't remember.
And it's
I'm
got-
sure Pat Roach is in it as well.
And it's
which I
got
remember some.
Val Kilmer
Yeah, we've also established
attacking...
Val
We've
Kilmer's in it.
said that. May the 20th, 1988.
and he's attacking really bad CGI. Well, it's probably not even CGI. It's like
But that's one of them on
special
my list
effects
anyway. That's not one of them.
creatures.
There is also, it was penciled in to be released in 2022, but hasn't, I don't think, really seen much of the light of day yet, or there's been no casting either, but it's still got the same slot time. There's going to be an Alien TV series
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
based on
Earth.
one of the things is that it was going to retell the original and bring it to Earth. Yeah, so that's another one, but we know nothing about that, and I'm guessing that's going to be delayed, and they just haven't probably with
Yeah,
COVID
we've
and that,
done
and
in
moved it
one
up
of our
the
news
slot.
items a couple of weeks back.
Yeah.
And, there isn't a lot of info about it. It's bringing the story to Earth, which I think we said at the time is a bit of a concern because kind of
That was the whole point, wasn't it? We're
Yeah.
dead.
yeah.
And my other one, that was just to mention Star Trek Strange New Worlds, which spins off of Star Trek Discovery and is basically a retelling of the original Star Trek crew as seen in the original pilot episode The Cage, with Captain Christopher Pike, this time played by Anson Mount, with Ethan Peck as Spock and Rebecca Romijn as number one, who now has a name, Una Chinrali, apparently. And lots of other people on it, but this will end up, the series will end up in tragedy when Captain Pike ends up in a wheelchair and all sort of melty and stuff, because he does that in the original Star Trek, so that's going to be where it's heading.
What goes wrong?
That's worth
And we know
watching,
the
though.
story, but it does sound good. They played it really well in the Discovery episodes that they sort of cameoed in and appeared in, and yeah, it'll be a nice throwback to sort of original Star Trek without all the Prime Directive mumbo jumbo that stops them doing anything cool now. Whereas when Captain Kirk used to just dive in, smack a few people, sleep with an alien lady, and then move on to his next planet.
Green alien lady.
Played by
Can't remember.
Batgirl. Yvonne Craig. Right, so there's that one. Also, there's another one coming out. It's from a book series. I think Fox have bought it, so it'll probably mean it's cancelled after one season. But it's called Shatter Me, and it's set in a dystopian future. Who doesn't like a dystopian
Oh,
future?
we all love the dystopian futures.
And it follows the 17-year-old Juliette Ferraz, who has been locked away for a crime she never intended to commit, a crime caused by her peculiar gift that she herself doesn't even understand. Meanwhile, diseases are destroying the population, food is hard to find, birds don't fly anymore, and clouds are the wrong colours. And the re-establishment has literally taken over the world, and Juliet soon finds herself facing a choice that will change her life forever. Be a weapon or be a warrior.
So it's a lot like everything else that's been out there for
dystopian
female.
I think this might be
protagonist
another
in the
new dystopian
dystopian
teen drama type
Yeah.
thing, but you know, the kids might like it. But We shall see, but it sounds like it's a series of books as well, so it sounds like there is a chance.
The books might be good, to be fair.
No, but it seems to be like a hit thing. Well, they've made it into a series, but we shall see what happens with that. But that's Shatter Me. There's no definitive release date yet, apart from 2022.
Right, well, on that note, I'm going to bring us back down to the TV world, the Amazon Prime TV world. Ooh. And I'm going to talk about The Rig.
The Rig.
The Rig. Nothing to do with Diana Rigg.
Ring or rig?
Rig.
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 Like oil rig, that
Yeah.
sort of rig, yes.
Literally oil rig.
Oh, okay.
This blends horror with thriller.
So,
The rig.
so no Chinese kind of ring vibe.
No.
Rig.
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 Oil rig.
Yes.
Oh,
Oil rig.
Oil rig.
I feel there's an echo in here every
Yeah.
time.
Ma-
I feel
many
there's
many
an edit
spirits
going
in an oil rig, are there?
Well, I don't know. We haven't watched it yet, have we?
What are they saying, Damien?
Well, if you give me the chance to talk, I will fucking tell you.
You let us know.
The Rig.
The rig.
Based on an oil rig.
Is it?
Yes.
Where they do an oil on a rig?
Stationed off the north coast?
Yeah.
Scottish coast. So the north coast.
Yeah.
In dangerous waters in the North Sea, where we meet the crew of the Clinock Bravo. They are eagerly awaiting to be collected and returned to the mainland. But all of it, and I can't say that now, and all enveloping, that's where I was trying to go. Thank
I
you,
know.
Paul.
That's alright. We're here to support.
That fog makes this journey back impossible. The rig is hit by massive tremors and they find themselves cut off from all communications. That's it. That's the synopsis.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah. So who knows?
It doesn't really sound very supernatural.
It does, because it says it's been horror with thriller.
Yeah, no, but
That's what the synopsis tells you.
they're just on the oil rig, aren't they, at the moment?
Oh, well, let's give you the whole synopsis, shall we? Let's tell you everything that fucking happens.
Well,
I'm,
there's no
I'm
point in
guessing
watching
what
it,
happens
is
to
there?
them is spooky,
Yeah. Well,
rather than like they
I'm
find an
just saying,
octopus.
at the moment, it doesn't sound very spooky because they just can't get off the oil rig. It might be really good, but we don't know, and that's fine.
that's because we haven't seen it.
I know,
Because we're looking forward to it.
but there's no.
And the copy that came out from Amazon says blending horror with thriller.
I know, but it's nothing.
So therefore,
Oh,
we can
she's
assume
just
that the
got
fog
like an arm
is a supernatural type of
chopped
fog.
off type thing. It's fine. It's fine. It's
So
at the
you're
moment.
saying there could be something in the fog?
Could be.
Cool.
Cool, there we go.
I'm sorry, it's not MCU, where you pretty much know everything anyway. So you're not really intrigued. You're just watching it for the sake that it's Hulk going Hulk mad or any shit like that.
Don't think the Hulk says that.
I don't think
If
he
just
said
said
that.
smash, I'd have been there.
He does say smash.
I don't know. I don't watch that shite, do I? So.
You kind of do.
Speaking of which,
Oh, here we go. Go on then, Brett.
March
Give us
the
an
6th,
MCU.
2022, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness hits cinemas. This could be the MCU film that actually does smash everyone's minds, because it follows on from WandaVision, it follows on from the recent Spider-Man film. There's a multiverse. It's directed by Sam Raimi as well, so I think it's going to be very trippy and trip your balls off, and I'm looking forward to that very much, in fact. So roll on May. That's going to be good. The other one that same month.
Hold on. Before you go on. So, the whole thing about Doctor Strange is it's a tough one for them. And so,
Let's go. This is a Doctor Strange film, but it's going to have everyone in it. I think
yeah,
it's another.
but it's a really tough one for them, and I hope they pay it off, because Doctor Strange, was a kind of a, to be fair, not one of the lead characters.
Yeah, but they've made him into.
Yeah, no.
Great lines.
But the first film was really cool, and for him to come back now, right now, you know, after the new Spider-Man film, is cool. But there's a lot of pressure on this film.
I think it'll deliver.
Let's
I think
face
it's
it.
going to tie in with the Loki TV show as well, and all the, you know, there's just going to be, it's going to be timey-wimey. I think we're going to have some maybe nice visual weird stuff going on.
And people are kind of thinking, and we talked about this earlier, so it's like, well, okay, well, kind of what's next from MCU, you know? And Damien's not thinking that because he's zoned out and doesn't care about MCU. But you know, from the interview...
Well, I just want to pick up on your point where you
Whoa,
said
here it comes.
there's a lot of pressure on this film. Is there? Because you can shit out a Marvel film and people
No.
don't watch it. So
No. You can't. No, you can't.
you can.
You can't.
Of course you can.
Well, I'm hoping they go the Steve Ditko route visually for this. And Damien, in front of me now, if you just type in Steve Ditko Doctor Strange art, you'll see why
See the bloke
maybe
with the
I'm
feet?
excited. What?
See the bloke with the feet.
No.
You maybe did this before.
No, Steve Ditko. No, that was Rob Liefeld. Steve Ditko, Ditko. So Steve Ditko, Doctor Strange art, something like that.
I don't know why we need to be Googling this right now.
Because it's a
'Cause it's got
visual
nothing-
thing, so he can
it's-
sort of see what
It's got
maybe.
nothing- it's got nothing to do with the film.
Well, it will be if they're using his imagery,
Well,
which they said they're going to try and do.
not really.
Yeah, but it's Benedict Cumbersnatch or whatever his name is, isn't it?
Cumberbatch, yeah.
Yeah. So I think it's irrelevant what this artist has done.
No, I'm just saying, but this is what they're trying to incorporate into the film. So if they can make it this sort of trippy and weird, I think we're into a winner.
I don't think it matters because come box office opening weekend, it's gonna make
Millions,
40.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's gonna hit that target. So they're just trying out another one. So
Do you like the artwork though?
yeah, it looks pretty cool actually.
There we
But
go.
then I've
Oh,
never argued against
I know.
comic book.
I know what you're saying, but I was just trying to give it. So if you can imagine like a film and it's all swell and trippy, then you might be under a winner. But May is a big month in 2022. Also, we've got the DC League of Super Pets, which
and bank holidays.
I'm brushing over that, and also finally Top Gun Maverick comes out. But as always,
Does it?
we've all stopped caring about it. Does at the moment.
What exactly?
But we've all stopped caring about that anyway. And the other big one in May, the Bob's Burgers movie. The
What?
cult cartoon series gets its own movie finally. I'm a little bit worried 'cause apparently it's going to have musical elements, and although it works in TV series, I don't need like an hour and a half of singing and dancing. But we shall see.
Hold on. You talked about two things. So, Top Gun movie that no one's really interested in.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. That's why I brushed over it. These are just things that are coming out in May.
What was the second one?
The Bob's Burgers movie, the cult cartoon series, and then at the end of May, John Wick 4's out, but I haven't seen the first three yet. So
You haven't seen the first three John Wick
every time we
films,
say John Wick, we do that. We do this.
Yeah,
and
I haven't seen them either.
you haven't seen
No.
any of the. Jesus Christ! Am I the only person?
Well, you're the only person in this room. Yes, Paul.
Fuck!
Yeah.
It's Keanu Reeves.
Yes, we know that.
Oh, I know
Shooting
exactly everything
people.
about it. I've seen bits of it, but I haven't sat
He's
there and
literally-
watched it.
He's literally just shooting
Oh, I
people
can't believe
in
they
the head.
killed, they killed
Yeah,
his
someone
dog.
kills his dog. He goes after.
In the head.
Spoilers.
That's what he does. Oh, and his dog's dead. Oh, and then he kills more people.
Well, there we go.
And then that's the first film. Second film, I don't even know why he's still killing people, but he is, and he's
Maybe they stole his dog's bowl or something.
yeah, and exactly.
Then he goes to a hotel.
I
Yeah.
can't believe they're making. Well, I can believe they're making a fourth one. I can see that it goes. They're good. They're good.
I know I want to watch it. I just haven't got a chance, got round to it yet. Right, I've got a few more. What I'm just thinking of time as well.
Yeah.
Shall I just bang out some films that are coming out and do we say what we think?
Do it. Do
Go
it.
for it.
Do it. Do
Because
it.
I think that'll Right, we've
Because
also
my
got...
opinion, we're very short. Because I went for 150 films that are coming out this year, and only one of them's floated my boat.
Okay, I'm not saying I like all of these. I'm just saying these are films that are coming out
Yeah,
that
you
our
love
listeners might like. 'Cause I
You
haven't
love
seen-
them.
Right, June, you've got
No.
Jurassic World Dominion.
No,
Why have they done that? Wow.
I haven't seen any. Never have.
Well,
but
but that's my point. I mean, I haven't checked out the numbers on the whole Jurassic Park latest films, but are they still good with like Chris?
well, I
Pratt?
guess so. Also in June,
Or were you just,
Lightyear.
you didn't
people
ask-
love dinosaurs, Paul.
Yeah, but they keep making the films,
Because people love dinosaurs.
and they're not very good.
People love dinosaurs.
Can you check out the numbers?
I think the drugs are kicked in.
Yeah.
Right, carry on, Brett.
Also in June, Lightyear. We've talked about that.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. A
Yeah.
little bit different.
Some people will. July. Sorry, we've got Minions: The Rise of Gru.
Yes.
Again,
we
Minions
all
are
need
Minions
a
are hot.
cartoon.
Minions are popular. Also July, For Love and Thunder. Obviously, I'm excited about it. Paul will like it. Damien won't.
No. I'm guessing that's an MCU thing.
It is,
It's
but
Thor.
it is Takeiti Waititi.
Takeiti Waititi.
You liked Thor Ragnarok, didn't you?
I haven't seen it.
Oh no, you'll like that one. Go and watch that one.
Yeah, like the films.
Don't tell me what to watch.
There is. Has anyone mentioned Nope yet? That's what it's due. Jordan Peele's horror movie.
Oh yeah, no, that you're right. I didn't write it down, but that does sound quite intriguing.
Doesn't we know literally nothing about it
No, I
apart
looked
from
for
it
a
looks
trailer for
like
that, but-
looks like a cloud with something
Yeah.
hanging off it or something. But they're keeping it under. Also, Black Adam with The Rock is penciled in for July.
I can't believe we didn't mention that earlier. This is a.
He's mentioning it now.
Yeah, I know.
I was trying the films I was trying to put in some sort of order.
Oh yeah, I know, but to whistle through them. I mean, this is a big old film for The Rock.
Well, I was to say in a minute, we
Which
can
I'm
just
sure
sort of
we
say-
can talk about when the trailer comes out.
Yeah.
Carry on.
And then we've got Distant in September, which is a sci-fi survival movie with Anthony Ramos about a dude who gets stuck and lands on an alien planet where he must be resourceful and uses AI survival suit to find the only other survivor and escape. And then September there is a Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, which is a Shrek spin-off. I'm not sure. Oh my god, there's a Mission Impossible 7. Are we up to that many?
Yes.
In October, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse Part 1 animated film. They've always been good. October the 14th, Halloween Ends.
Yeah, I saw that on my list and thought, well,
I didn't even know
this
there was another one.
This is a conversation about films we want to watch. I don't want to watch
Yeah.
that.
There's a Flash movie in November. Black
Again, don't
Panther
wanna watch that.
Wakanda Forever in November at the moment, but I think that's going to change because everyone's got injured and stuff. Just seeing what else. Oh, Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom in December. I think everyone forgot about that was even existing. And that is about it on films that are being released that would probably fit anyone listening to this. I'm sure we might have missed something out if anyone's got anything else. But
Feel free to email us and we'll be sure
Yeah.
to check out the trailer well, I think probably it's worth saying now that as a new year beckons and we begin this new podcast journey, we are likely to drop the drop zone and just stick to news.
big trailers can be
And
news.
Yeah,
as well,
exactly. And
rather than
stuff
just
we've been
reviewing
watching.
everything that comes out every week. Some of it's not always
That good.
that good, yeah. And we don't want to be those people that just shoot down people.
We could tell you there's rubbish stuff coming out, but you know, if there's rubbish stuff coming out, you know it.
Exactly.
Well, on that, I've got 3 more TV series left. If anyone else has got anything else, we can give
No,
someone else a
I'm
chance
all
to
out.
talk.
Have we talked about Django and Zorro?
Yes.
You can talk about that, yeah? Tell me about it.
Have we talked about it?
I was just saying yes to shut you up, but no, we haven't. So carry on.
No. Oh wow, that's a really mind messed moment now. Okay, so Django Unchained is a great film, for my opinion, and now there's potentially the opportunity of bringing Django and Zorro together.
Oh, hang on. So this is separate to the Django TV series that's coming out.
It's Django Unchained, but this is the film version where he meets Don Diego de la Vega, the famed Zorro, and they become, agrees to become his bodyguard, and they go off and cause mayhem. So yeah, this is Django and
Did
Zorro.
you make some of that up?
That's all. That's all in the official spiel. So I love Django Unchained.
It's a great film.
I was always a fan of Zorro, actually. I always like that. And
So
Batman never ripped that off at all.
so I'm looking forward to that if and when that comes out in 2022, which apparently is when it's stated.
Is that a film or a TV? Did you say?
I believe it's a film. We'll shut it down.
It's a film because there's a separate Django
Yeah,
TV series coming.
and that's Django and Zorro.
Anything else on your list, Paul?
Not at the moment because I've just shut down my screens. So
Okay.
move on.
Well, in that case,
Well, I've got 3 things I can whiz through quick. If we're
Brett, whiz through your 3 things quick.
just before, because I imagine we're getting near time, aren't we?
We are.
Right. There is a new show coming out called The Fathoms. It
Sounds a bit
doesn't
deep.
Say
That's quite good, Paul. Well
who
done.
it comes from.
Boom.
I'm actually quite surprised at the state you were in that you
Yeah.
managed to come up with that.
And a young couple. Oh, what's it gone? A young couple become thrust in the middle of a dangerous conflict between opposing parties that have been secretly covering up the knowledge of a hidden artifact emitting special powers
Bored.
that might unlock the riddle of the Fountain of Youth. The artifact, which is accidentally discovered by this young couple on a dive charter, is thought to have been placed here on Earth thousands of years ago by extraterrestrials. They attempt to keep this intriguing artifact hidden, and it brings us into an amazing story that weaves history, romance, drama, and science into our homes. What more could you want?
Yeah.
That's Fathoms. Sounds interesting. We'll see. Hopefully, it just won't fall down into another teen drama thing.
It sounds like it will.
And then we have got
Still sounds better than Halo.
Sherwood.
Oh.
Oh,
Which
shit.
isn't the Hooded Man.
No, it's not that good. Sherwood, again, it sounds alright, but it's probably going to be awful.
Yeah.
In a post-apocalyptic America, woohoo, a young woman takes on the corrupted factions of her home by following a legendary outlaw's footsteps to bring justice to all. So, it's cyber Robin Hood, really. And the picture is almost like, it looks like Arrow, but with like the old, like the purple computer lines going back behind them, like 3D sort of thing. So, well, that's due in October. October or December, depending on the American date. So, end of the year, that's coming. And the last one on my list is Hope, but it's H.O.P.E. And it is a new future-based sci-fi drama starring a cast of relative newcomers, and it revolves around the adversity of the human spirit when pitted against an imposed life versus a naturally occurring one. Each episode follows a different character and the effects that such a world would have on the human mind. The controllers of this world will do what it takes to lead the characters down a perceivable right path. The question is the right path for whom? The series will take place in the year 8015, and it is host to a large array of characters, both human and alien alike. The first season will introduce you to each of the characters and how they came to be, while showcasing their inner struggle one must go through in order to reach their own truth. The mysteries of the show are layer deep and will evolve as each character finds themselves. The show also takes you on a journey into the past, present and future in order to provide a better understanding of how the events transpired. Only time will tell who will come out victorious in an age where most human life has gone extinct. That's a big old chunk of
that
film.
was.
That sounds a very, very ambitious TV show. And I like the fact this is the first season, so they're already
planning.
they're planning it out. But like most things like that, it'll probably get canned after about 2 episodes or something.
Exactly. Cool.
But,
Okay then.
But yeah, that's it for my.
That's it. In that case, I think it's probably time to wrap up. We're going to go off and drink the night away.
New Year's Eve. Oh no, it's not now. It is. Oh, confused.
It is for us. It's not for you listeners. You've had a week's break since the first episode, but we're still on that New Year's Eve vibe. So we're going to leave you.
Paul definitely is.
Paul most certainly is.
I haven't said anything. Jesus.
No, not for the last 10 minutes. You haven't. Granted.
I've been waiting for this little git to stop talking about rubbish.
Oh.
And what would you like to bring to the table then?
No, it's fine. We finished talking.
No. If you've got something, Paul, we'll bring it to the table now.
Fine.
Cool. All right. In that case, don't forget to rate and review us on your preferred podcast app. You have been listening to the Cult Faction Podcast, episode 42.
Yeah, you got it.
Father Ted.
Father Ted. We're on Twitter. We're on
Cultfaction.com.
cultfaction.com.
It's all on there.
Facebook.
Rate
YouTube.
us. Review us.
Twitch.
Have a listen.
Like us.
Rate.
Buy Paul a drink.
Thank you for listening.
Review.
It's good night from me.
Review.
It's good night from that man over there.
Yeah, it's definitely a good night from me. Happy New Year.
And it's good night from...
Happy New Year from me.
Join us.
Superman.
Come on.
Go up, go up, go up. Can you not watch porn? You're looking at your crypto thing.
Oh, fuck.
Do it. There's
Do
nothing
it.
wrong.
Do it.
Wait! That's my son you're talking about. Don't you talk to him like that. Can't remember his name either.
What?
Diet Coke.
Yeah, why aren't you drinking that?
I don't know. I didn't realise everyone was going fucking
Do
full
you want a
on.
beer? You can have a beer. Do you want a beer?
I went to the
I've
shop.
got plenty of beer.
Before I went to the shop, I said I'm going to the shop for gin.
Yeah, I know, but
Do
that's
you
you. I didn't
want
realise we were
anything?
all.
Well,
I
thought, fuck
said,
it.
do you want anything? I'm
I've
not
only got
driving.
3 meetings tomorrow, so it doesn't matter.
Cool.
Yeah,
I-
what?
I
do you
got
want?
Not
nothing.
any like Southern or JD or anything. Just
I got
put my
JD.
Coke. Yeah, can I have
Definitely.
a splash with my Coca-Cola, please? And a glass.
Make it back.
I just got to find it. Well, actually, I've got it on.
Yeah, I didn't realise it was like, yeah, let's. You
I
were like, it's our Christmas party and all
I
that.
said it's our office Christmas party.
Do you want
Yeah.
short or long?
Whatever.
Well, because
He was along. He was.
Whatever one.
it's just on the thingy. So I
Oh,
can,
yeah.
do you want me to do like 3 of those? 2?
Yeah. What? Fuck it, it's New Year. I didn't realise it was like we were like properly going for it. I just thought it was like a
Oh,
kind of.
no, fuck it. I've got
Well, I know
nothing.
you were.
I've got nothing tomorrow.
You were.
My,
The
Uh,
rat. The
Do
rat.
another one.
Oh, go on then. The Randy.
yay! Here he comes. Here he comes.
I know you were. You're like the.
Wake up with a champ.
You're the Randy
chimpanzee
Quaid
here
of
tomorrow.
Cult Faction.
Can you pass it?
Oh, did you see? He's offered for You offered. Was it for $1 million or was it for $5?
Smell a jack.
Randy Quaid will stand on your front lawn in his underwear and do the bit for
Really?
Yeah, he's offered it on Twitter.
For how much?
Was it a foul? I can't remember. Look at Randy
You've got
Quaid.
2 Cokes in there if you need.
Oh, cool. Randy Quaid on Twitter, and it was like for I don't know, like £10,000. I'll come stand in your front lawn in my pants and dressing gown and do the bit from Vacation.
Shit is full.
If only he was in the UK,
Yeah, exactly. I love that. Well, I don't think I'd pay 10 grand for it, but
I'd do it.
Well, 'cause he's been on the run after you, and he needs some money now. It's got to be like the highest profile fugitive in American history.
Whoa,
O.J.
OJ.
Simpson.
Yeah, but Randy Quaid's been tweeting whilst he's been